Protection magic and money magic goes together like peanut butter and jelly. No, protection magic and money magic goes together like white on rice. I know. Protection magic and money magic goes together like Mud and Jeff. Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about why your money spells will always fail. I'm going to use the word always. And I'm going to explain to you why. Will always fail without the proper levels and layers of protection magic in place. Okay? So let's just say you've done your best work. You have made the best money candle. You have completed the Wealth Magic program by Damon Brand. You have, oh my God, you have put their nice little rice, money rice, or whatever little spells you have, but it was powerful. Okay, and you like, okay, I know my money is coming because my candle, my money candle, my money ring, my money jewelry, my money affirmations, my money assumptions, what do you call it, law of assumption, law of attraction. I got it. All right, this is gonna work. So when you do your money magic, you know, and you are looking to manifest these large sums of money is like, dude, I'm coming. What are we doing? Are you going to be flipping burgers? Are you going to be selling body parts on the corner? Are you going to be selling something on the corner? Right? Are you going to get a promotion? Are you going to take your boss's job? Are you selling art? Are you selling popcorn? Are you writing a book? Are you going back to school? Are you getting a degree? Tell me, darling, tell me, what are you doing for me to come to you? What streams or pathways are you creating for me to come to you? Because I want to come to you, darling. You've just put in the best magic, your candle work, your angelic magic. And the money says, darling, I'm coming, right? You just tell me how we're going to do this. You know, what is your plan that you have in place? And you were probably thinking like, dude, I just put together my best magic. I just are we gonna play the lottery, right? Are we gonna gamble? What are we doing? How do you want me to come to you? Are you going to have an insurance claim? Are you expecting an inheritance from a relative? Are you waiting for someone to die? Are you looking to maybe perhaps file a lawsuit for some, maybe some after an accident? I don't know. But money is just like, if you have a plan, if you have some streams or currency, money is a currency, so it needs a current, it needs a way to come to you. It's like, I'm gonna come, right? So you're thinking, look, I've just performed my best magic. It was the best magic of my life. I felt the vibrations and everything felt really good. And you decided, I just thought maybe you would just fall from the sky. Yeah! I just thought maybe you would fall from the sky and I would wake up and there would be millions and trillions of dollars all over my house, in my bed, everywhere. That was pretty much what I was looking for. And let's go with that. We're gonna go with Plan Z. You've performed your money magic, and instead of waking up to the smell of bacon, you wake up to the smell of crisp, new $100 bills, millions and trillions of dollars just all over your bed, over your house. You can't even walk to the restroom because money is everywhere. You performed your magic, you wake up, and this money is real money, not fake money, not studio. No, this is real cash money everywhere. So that's what we're gonna go with. Now I know if you're thinking like, bring it God, that's what you do magic for, just for it to appear without any effort on my behalf. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for letting it rain down. Let me wake up to my millions and millions and trillions of dollars all over my house, right? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So now you have a house with all of this money that you have just performed your money magic for, and it came. You didn't have to go sell anything on the corner. You didn't have to sell body parts. You didn't have to be a sugar daddy or a sugar mama or whatever people do, right? You didn't have to do any of those things. You're just like, I don't have to work. I don't have to put applications. I don't have to go back to school. I don't have to file insurance claims. I am wealthy. I have now acquired the money, the large sums of money that I have been looking for, and it is, boom, it is here. Now, the first thing I want to tell you, now if you are over there thinking like, yes, Cassandra, what spell is that? Where do I do this? What are you talking about? And you're not shaking in your boots, that you have no idea where this video is headed. You should be nervous now. But if you're not nervous, keep listening. So, you have your $1 trillion. You've done your money magic. It came to you. And the thing that you need to understand is that the money has no value unless it's in circulation. It is literally just paper. Or it's just paper. It's just coins. It has no value in your room. So unless you plan to spend it on vacations or homes or invest it or use it and put it in flow, and for exchange of goods and services, it is literally valueless. It is useless. It is no different than a piece of toilet paper. Really, it doesn't mean anything unless it's put into circulation, unless you use it. So now it's interesting, right? Because you have all this money and you're just like, well, what am I going to do with this money, right? So now I want to keep the money. I want to be able to have access to it. I want it to be able to grow. I want to be able to invest it, use it, enjoy it. So, what about your accountant, your money manager, people who are trying to, scam you out of your money? Are you going to invest in the stock market? Do you know anything about the stock market? Do you know who to trust? Do you know if you want to buy a company, do you know anything about their profit margins? Do you know anything about how long, let's say you want to start a new business, do you know how long it would take for that business to see a profit, or will it just become a sinkhole for your cash? Do you understand what I'm saying? So now I think you're looking at Protection Magick, but you're also looking at, well, I really want an accountant that I can trust. I want a money manager. I want a good lawyers around me. You don't want to get in some bad contract where you lose all of your money, right? Because you do need a contract, right? I mean, you do want to work with other people. You might want to buy a property that is going to have increase in value. Not to get off too far off the subject. So, guys, I've been practicing feng shui for 60, so I would say about 40 years now, right? And one of the things I noticed about feng shui, now this is a whole nother topic, but I would like to say this. I don't know how feng shui managed to avoid being under the umbrella of magic, but it is some of the most powerful magic in the world, in my opinion. And it's not really magic because you can make changes in your home to bring about changes in your life, but whether you make those changes or not, your feng shui, the way your home is set up, would tell you what is going on. But let's get back to the business aspect. There is a little spot here where I live, and near where I live, and every time I look around, it's a new restaurant, and every single restaurant fails. Now, according to feng shui, this is a spot that has bad feng shui, has bad energy. And I always think to myself, every time I look at a new restaurant, I always wonder, did they look at the books of the previous owner? Did they cook those books? Like, why is it every year there's a new restaurant in the same spot that fails? Because it has bad feng shui. Now, I don't know what changes they would have to make to change that, but it's been going on for at least over 20 years now. So again, you have your money, your trillions of dollars. You need to understand tax laws, right? You want to invest it. When you put it in the bank, guys, you follow me? Do you understand why, even if you performed your money magic and the trillions and billions of money hard cash, you wake up and it's all around you, that in order for it to have meaning and value, that it needs to circulate and that other people need to have access to it, right? And it's going to be available to other people's money affirmations and money spells, and yeah, everybody wants a piece of it, but they should, because in order for this money to have any meaning to you, you need to figure out, how can I share, invest, and be able to profit from this money that I have just manifested. So this is where your protection magic come in. And when I say layers, I mean layers. Angelic magic to me can help lead you to the best attorneys, the best mentors, the best guides. I personally like the Gallery of Magic money, but that's just my personal preference. And to be honest with you, the reason I like their magic is because of the chatty introductions, like the way they talk. They're just so, this is how I connect to them. It's because I feel like you just didn't put a bunch of sigils and a bunch of names in a book. You're telling a story, and that is my favorite part, right? Because I feel like you're being responsible. You're sharing. You are connecting with your reader, with your audience. It's a real person that has experienced it. So anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that because that's not what this is about. But maybe because you want to do some angelic magic. I like the 72 Angels of Magic. It's one of my favorite. But anyway, so whatever. There are other people. There are other books. You pick whatever is for you. But I like it because it's more of a. It doesn't say, okay, I'm gonna, let money fall from the sky. Because remember, you already have your money. But now I need a good money manager. I need a good accountant. I need to know how to invest. I need to know if my investments are good. I need some really good protection in place, but I also need guidance, right? So that's one thing. Now the next level, you have your trillions of dollars and you're just trying to make sure you don't get in any bad contracts, that you invested properly, that you're able to live off the interest rates, and that everything works well. Yeah, right. That's just the one part. That's the easy part. That is the easy part, like, in my opinion. All right. Now, where I think the most intelligent, brilliant people in the world lose their money is, let's just go to the next spot, right? So let's just assume that you have a really good instinct with your $1 trillion that you manifested. You woke up, there was in your room, you invested it, and there's really, some really good properties, some really good businesses, some good stock market, everything is great. But yeah, that prenup. Yeah, you forgot. Did you forget the prenup, child? Oh God, no. Oh well, maybe you didn't forget the prenup, but they are just waiting for the life insurance. Or maybe, can you trust the food that they're about to feed you? Listen, I want to not use names to protect. So I don't want to put people in business industries or my own business industries, but I'm just going to say this. But it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you allow yourself to be in a relationship with people who are cheaters and liars and skank nasty, you know what I mean? People who want the max for the minimum. They want to put the minimum in and get the max out. People who, like, guys, listen, do you know how many people have lost everything because even though they could build their wealth, they lacked discernment and who they allowed in their hearts? Yes, that to me, that's how you lose your money. Because it doesn't matter what the girl looked like or what the guy looked like. I'm serious, guys. The person that you marry, now first of all, I'm the only person of all my friends, and I know if any of my friends are watching this, they can't argue back. I know they're arguing back at the screen, but I am the only person who believes in a prenuptial agreement. I don't understand why people don't get prenuptial agreements. I would never marry anyone without it. Listen, people say, but you don't have, you're not a millionaire. You don't have. Listen, guys, I believe in myself and I believe in my dreams. Let me tell you this story. There was a man. This is true, by the way, and he married this woman. He was a writer, and he had written 3 books, and the books really hadn't sold anything, but it was the 4th book in the series that actually took off. And it sold the other books. But anyway, by the time he wrote the 4th book, he was married, and but he was going through a divorce. But his wife was entitled to royalties from all of his previous books, the entire series. So you can be with a person who can say, look, the reason you have your degree is because I called you stupid every day. The reason you are successful is because I put you down. The reason, you know what I'm saying? The person that you share your heart with can take everything. It doesn't matter if you are really good at budgeting, if you are good at investing, if you are good at saving, you can be an excellent money manager. But if the person that you allow in your heart does not share your value system, you are like a ship in the middle of the ocean with a hole in it. You are sinking. Your money is leaving. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you have the best contract in place, if you are with a person who is cheating on you, who is, you get me? And sometimes, let me tell you another thing about this person that you share your life with. I would tell people this. Now, this is a little bit all over the place. If you can avoid this, try to avoid people who don't love themselves. And I know, I don't care if people don't like this video. I am not that girl tonight. People who are, in my opinion, who are always on a diet, always need a BBL, always something, they're just self-absorbed. If they don't love themselves, they can't love you. They're incapable of loving you because they do not love themselves. And people who hate themselves cannot be trusted. And people who, if they hate themselves, if they don't really, and listen guys, I've been down that road. Listen, I'm a girl, okay? After I had my kids, I was devastated, like, oh my God, what happened? But that was years ago. My kids are well in their 30s. But the thing is, what I'm saying is this. If you are with a person who is not helping you to elevate, who doesn't want to build an empire together, who doesn't share your value system, it doesn't matter how much you save, because you're about to lose it in a divorce. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the reason I know people say, well, why would I marry you if I need a prenup? Let me tell you something. If you go to a job and they say, look, this is how much we're going to pay you, and you can come in and you say, oh yeah, you can come in whenever you feel like it. No, we want to sign those papers. We want to sign that contract because this is an agreement that you're going to come to work at this time and this is how much we're going to pay you. Because marriage is a business to me. It's not just, oh my God, I'm in love with you. Because you can truly love a person and not be in a business relationship with it. It is, to me, and I know, and people, I know that when I was teaching human sexuality, I used to always tell my students, Bill and Hillary, to me, have the perfect relationship in terms of marriage. Now, I know that sounds crazy. I know what Bill did. But when you are building a dynasty, when you share a vision, when you have a goal, those things don't get in the way. I mean, people cheat every day. I mean, I'm not saying they should, and I do say that as a whole because it hurt Hillary's, maybe who knows if it hurt Hillary's chances of ever becoming president. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. That's not what this video is about. I don't care. The point I'm trying to make is this: when you marry somebody, you look at it as a business, or a part of it is business, and you share. And I think it's important to share the same goals and values. I think it's Michelle and Barack. I just think it's a person, you build something, you have a vision, and I believe, that's just me, I believe in prenuptial agreements because I feel that it protects both parties. What we build together, we split. But I might be in a relationship with you, I might build something, I don't know who you might, decide you don't love me tomorrow. Or if I'm leaving you, I'm leaving your money. I don't deserve your house. I don't deserve your car. I don't deserve any of your things. You can even have your ring back, darling. I don't want nothing from somebody that I'm no longer with. So that's just, look, that's just me. So just getting yourself caught up with people who would take you off for insurance policies, people who are not loyal. I mean, do you guys, do I need to go on about this? That person that and you know what else? I think that when God really loves you, He is not going to give you your wealth, your that big $1 trillion when He knows that you're with somebody who is using you or who doesn't really love you. I feel like, I personally feel like you block your own blessings because one of it, sometimes I think because if you're with the wrong person, that level of wealth is not meant to be shared with the wrong person. And so the universe, God says, look, until you see your own value, your own worth as a person, there is no way I'm going to give you that money until you see that you are worth it, that you value yourself. I don't know if that makes sense what I just said. So anyway, so even if you have the best managers, if you can't protect your heart, if you can't use discernment, if you can't understand that some people just want to use you and get what they can from you, that some people are just natural liars and cheaters, that some people don't hold vision, they don't understand commitment, they don't understand dedication, they are just not a team player, they don't want to see you elevate, they want the max for the minimum, they want to put the least amount into the relationship and want you to do everything for them, then it doesn't matter how much money you have, because you're about to lose a job. You're about to lose your money, okay? Now, one of the things I want to talk about just really briefly with not just being with the wrong person is, one of the things I've learned is when we start asking, well, I don't understand. We try to understand why a person wants to use us, or why a person isn't fair, or why a person, I don't understand why this person would do this to me. I've learned, don't ask why, because when you ask why, you start validating for that person and you start accepting their behavior. Oh, they're like this because they lost their parent. Oh, they're like this because they had a bad childhood. And then you are not using the level of discernment that you need to use. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter why they're the way they are. It just matters that you don't allow a person who doesn't share your value system to be a part of your inner circle, that this person shouldn't be close to you. And another thing that I've learned the hard way, and so late in life, I mean, why did I have to be so old to learn these lessons, is God does not reward naivete. Like, or you thinking like, turn the other cheek. Oh, I'm such a good person and I'm just going to let people run all over me. No, God is not into that. God is a lion. He is not into you allowing people to run through you and run over you. That's just not His thing. So asking why, it doesn't matter why. What matters is that you learn that the person that you share your body with, if they're out there cheating, they're putting your life at risk, they're putting your money at risk, they can take everything you have. They're the person that when you're on life support and they want to unplug and you're married to them, if this person doesn't love you, of course they want to. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? No, we need a prenup. No, I don't care if I have nothing, and it's to protect both of us, and we can modify it and we can update it. But marriage is a business, and it's the most important business. And to me, this is where most people lose most of their money. So you need protection. I feel like, yes, you need protection, Magic, but you need to ask yourself, what's important to you. When I talk to people about one of the things I read, I think it was Zaina Blaze, and in her book about finding love, one of the things I love so much, and I know some people complained in Amazon that it was chatty, but it's what I loved. She was saying, like, when you write down the characteristics that you're looking for, you can't put like, body size or money, but it should be some things like somebody who's funny, somebody who's honest. I think that is so important, that somebody share your value system, that they're naturally faithful. And I believe in that. You can't make a person faithful. I know people who cannot be faithful if their life depended on it. They have to be naturally faithful, naturally honest, a naturally committed person, or you're just wasting your time. So anyway, the biggest gaping hole of no matter how much money you have invested is when you select the wrong person. So I believe that you need a level of protection magic, literally, for your heart. Like you need to say, whatever spells you're using for discernment, so that you can align with somebody who have your best interest at heart at the end of the day. Now, the other level of protection, not just the person that you're intimate with, your friends. Like, who are your friends, child? Are you now putting their kids through college? Do they want you to invest in their business deals? Are they people who they think you should treat now because you have all this money? Like, can you trust them? You understand what I'm saying? Or are they just there because of the money? Like, if you have you have just become a huge target for people that you can't trust, who want that money, that trillions of dollars you just manifested, that you woke up to in your room. It's all over your house. Oh my God, yes. Now who's in this inner circle? Who are these people around you, and what do they want from you? Are they going to protect you, or do they want their share of your money that fell from the sky? So, and then the other thing, people who are just jealous in general, but you still need to have a relationship with them. Like, I've found sometimes secretaries are super jealous, but I've learned you have to keep a distance. You have to work with people. How do I maintain relationships with people that I need to work with, but yet at the same time, I know that they're jealous. I'm jealous of me. I know that they're envious, but I still need to, I don't want to say, have a professional relationship with them. So guys, I believe now that's some really good protection magic to me. Like, when people are jealous and envious of you, so you want to kind of like block their energy, but at the same time, you want to be able to go to meetings. You want to be able to talk to them, work on projects with them, but block them from coveting your wealth and wanting to come after you or wanting to set you up. Like, I could tell you some horror stories about that. When people are jealous of you, they will lie on you. They will try to humiliate you. I mean, try to take your job. There are so many things people will do when they envy you and they're jealous of you. So now, I don't even know how this story goes with this video, but it goes in this video for me. So when I was teaching human sexuality, we would talk about the different types of, I'm going to call them night workers, right? As I think I don't know how many there are anymore, but I think it was like 9 different types, right? Now, the lowest when I say the lowest, I mean on the lowest scale, these are the people who are more likely to be incarcerated, to have diseases, to be unprotected, and make the least amount of money. That you can probably figure out. They're the ones who work the streets and the corners. Now, but the night workers, we didn't even call them night workers, we called them the call girls. They make the most amount of money and they do the least amount of work, and their clients would be dignitaries and royalty and people like who just needed them to go to certain events. They may only have to engage with this person once or twice a year, but they were put up in penthouses. Now, do you know why they were paid so much money? Loyalty, integrity, honesty. I know you probably know. They kept their mouths shut. So, and this is what they were being paid for. Because at the end of the day, Gucci is Gucci, right? But who is attached to? And the person, the values, all of the other things attached to it is what really make it valuable, right? So, I always tell people that, to me, this is just my opinion, your greatest asset in the world, there's no greater asset in my opinion than a person who is loyal to you, who is not a cheater and not a liar, who are honest with you, to you, and you can trust them with your life. That is your greatest asset. It is priceless. Now, if you have that, you have everything. So I'm just going to wrap this too long video up and just say, do you understand why Protection Magic is essential? Is an essential foundation to money magic, because you cannot hold on to money if you cannot trust the energies of the people around you, and money has no value unless it's being exchanged by entities, spirits, and other beings. Do you understand? But how you're able to hold on to it, share it at the same time, and invest it, that is why Protection Magic is essential. I really hope this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darlings, in the next video.